Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Guys, happy 11/11. How's everybody? How is everybody? Finally wrote the little thing from downstairs. So, 11/11. This is a very beautiful and divine number, especially as far as partnerships, unions, and completions are concerned as well. If you are doing well and moving nicely through this Mercury retrograde, we're not all the way there, but enter the dragon. I've been having so many electronical issues. It's a normal thing for me. I zap them a lot. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens, archangels, galactic federation, all the beings of love and light, the highest vibrational frequency that are here to help us and guide us to the highest possible outcome and timeline. We thank Thee for your guidance, for your presence, for your clarity, for your knowledge and your wisdom, but mostly for your presence. Thank you for being here and sharing with us. So you guys, I was doing a little this is how fast my short-term memory loss is. My new brain. Okay. Literally. So anyways, X like this. X marks the spot. 11/11 is a very interesting number. Not just because people see it and it's synchronistic and it's repeating, okay? It's the same forwards and backwards. It's known to be like this loop, right? It's known to be like this time phase, essentially, where you can kind of hop or ride between, right? It's known to be kind of like pillars. And the tarot, it's the Four of Wands, and it's known to be like pillars, right? And what the pillars are representing, what the pillars are representing is similar like with the High Priestess, where there's the two pillars and one is white and one is black. 11/11 is kind of similar to that, but it's basically the physical, the known, the knowledge, the physical information and actions, and then the spiritual, the unseen, right? Like our intuition, our divinity, things like this. So it's when we create the bridge, right? When we bridge between, so that's kind of like what 11/11 is, right? It's representatory of the pillars that are bridging between the conscious and the unconscious. It's really hard for me to read what you guys write. I can just see that you pop up. What don't I do is a better question, sir. So, anyways, this card, I get cards that fly downstairs sometimes. And this card, is this on the maps? Where is the, I want to read it to you guys. But I need to find the book. This Wizard of Awareness. So with 11/11, it's a very special portal because what we can do is actually hone into the manifestation. What you can do is sit with, like in better alignment with the universe, right? On these powerful days that are like portals, you guys see them, 8/8, 9/9, 10/10, 11/11, 12/12, right? It's these repeating and synchronistic numbers and or events. It's like the idea of understanding what all of the numbers are actually meaning. Now, one is a beginning, right? One is the beginning, the start, right? The introduction. Even in the tarot, this is what the one is, or the ace, right? It's like this new venture, this new path, this new offering, this new thing. So we have the energy of that one 4 times. Now when it's twice, it becomes an 11. Okay, so then the energy changes, and when it becomes the 11, the energy also amplifies. So every time the number increases, there's amplification that's happening. So we're having this beautiful new start times 4. Now 4 in numerology is like forward movement, forward momentum, like we're doing things, we're moving things, like things are coming, things are going. And so as we look at this 11, it's like we're starting to create this bridge between the intuition and the physical realm, right? And so as we're creating this bridge, this 11, as we're creating this bridge, we're understanding where our connectivity to spirituality, to consciousness, to our intuition plays a separate part than like our, like our subconscious is probably playing a separate, is playing a separate role than our actual conscious, right? Our actual conscious is doing things unconsciously, actually, which is funny because your conscious brain is called your conscious brain, and your subconscious is like the subordinate one, which it is in the grand scheme of things, but it's strange because, like, what? Do you guys get that? It doesn't make sense. Like, in my mind, it doesn't make sense. So, but that's part of like healing or tricking this construct, right? That's part of bridging the unseen with the physical reality, is understanding that not everything we've been told or everything we've been taught or everything we've been influenced to is going to like, it's a series of remembrance, but it's also a series of unlearning, like deprogramming, right? Like before you give your phone away or give your phone back or something like this, like you're gonna flash your phone, you're gonna wipe your phone, right? You're gonna restart it, you're gonna reset it, you're gonna reboot it. So you're gonna clear out all of what's no longer good and make space so you can input, so you can rewrite a new program. So that's basically where we're at, right? But we're at this point of understanding that we're already in the center of the bridge, right? We're already in the center of the bridge. We already know we're connected, we're divine, we're divinity, right? And so that's what it is. Hey guys, I can't really read what you guys write. It's so fucking far away. Thank you. If you send me private messages, I'm not going to open them because I'm on a channel stream. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, my information is in the information box below. You can email me at DivinityWithinThee@gmail.com. And I take private readings or messages, but not in live. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. So let's talk about this Wizard of Awareness. He keeps jumping downstairs. So your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new power. A new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Don't I always say this? The 4 agreements, don't take things personally. Experiences evolve from one state to another and continual shifting and change no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good, let it be, and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. So what it's telling us is I was having this conversation last night, actually. I was tired and it was a lot, and I was what do you call it? I was trying to explain quantum physics about this level of awareness, right? And when we become aware, when we observe something, when something is observed and it's now become aware, like it can actually change. And so this is how we go in and do a lot of this trauma work, or trauma healing, essentially, is by doing that, is by tuning into this observer position, and then from the space of observing, understanding, okay, if I just become aware of the thing, right? Like sometimes we can break a habit or a pattern, or we can start something or end something or do whatever, like, but we have to become aware of it, right? It's like imagine when your animal, or like a kid, or when somebody does something, a worker or whatever, does something wrong, right? 9 times out of 10, they didn't do something wrong, like to hurt somebody else, to affect somebody else like that. That wasn't their intention, most likely. However, if you don't explain to them how what they did, you know, like the result of the actions, then they can't ever learn or understand why it wasn't okay. So what happens is that becomes a repeated offense, a repeated behavior, okay? So as we move into this 11-11, as we move into this new start with this ×4 energy, remain in this space, 3, of knowing that your thoughts and your intentions are powerful, and we're manifesting these, right? We're manifesting them. So be in that space of awareness, you guys. That's cool. That's cool to know. So, I was pulling some of these angel cards last night, and actually I was shuffling them, and they want to talk. Yeah. So they want to talk. They want to get judgy with it. Yeah. They want to talk about who's on the boat and who's off the boat, who's on the train and who's at the station. Yeah. Okay. Who's messing around and who's not? Judgment Day has arrived, you guys. Okay, before I get into this, I'm going to show you guys my outfit today. So this is something I made in like maybe 2020. It's like these little fatso pants, but I made them with this. I didn't want a zipper. They're all cotton. Super long. And this one I like to tie this one in the front. Just because, I don't know, it feels good. Also, I can see how small I am. So I know I'm not big enough quite to fit back into all of my clothes yet. But it's a good gauger. But anyways, yeah. Cotton. This is like a really cool like leopard animal print. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a psychedelic leopard print. I'm just really feeling the green, the heart chakra green. I love the green. I feel like it's nice goddess color. Green with gold is really good. So you guys, the Angels Tarot. This deck is really awesome. So first we have the 5 of Spades. Spades relate to swords. Spade, sword. I've been seeing people try to do readings on YouTube and not, like, the most important thing is that you understand the suit, right? Because if you understand the suit of the card, then what you can understand is that the energy, right? So 5 of Spades, which is the 7 of Spades, which is the 7 of Swords, okay? And then we have Uriel, the region of the sun, so this is the same as the sun. And then we have Shekinah, soul of the world, which is the world or the universe, but this is in reverse, which I thought was very interesting. Excuse me. Mary, Queen of Angels. And then we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Clubs, which is wands, stick, like a wand or a staff. Eight of Pentacles. And 10 of Swords. So, what this tells me right now is that somebody may be feeling worried. They may be feeling a little bit judged or a little bit abandoned, like left out, like they didn't take the action, okay? They didn't make the action that they wanted to. For some of this could have been an action in love, or maybe they feel like judged by you. Maybe they feel like they can't take action yet because collective might judge them for something that they did, for abandoning them, for not acting towards them and acting towards their pleasures. Yeah. It wasn't fair. It wasn't equal. Yeah, okay. Nine of Swords. And now some people can't stop thinking about it. Yeah. They can't stop thinking about it. And this could be an air sign. An air sign female. That caused problems. If not, it doesn't have to be. It can just be someone that was very setting down the law, setting down the rule. Hello. But they're very sad. Five of Cups. 10 of Cups. They know that their lie made them miss out on their family. They know that they created a disruption or a balance. Okay, for you guys, that is somebody who has finally come to an end, but they don't feel like it. The Angel of Death. They didn't think, okay, for some of you guys, they didn't think that collective would cut them off for choosing other options. But divine union is not about waiting for your ships to come in. It's not about keeping yourself open for the next best thing or whatever is available. That's not what divine union is about. So that's probably why this one is over. So what I was reading here with the Seven of Swords and the Sun and the World and Mary and these cards, what I was reading is, yeah, there was somebody that was hiding or lying or doing something very sneaky. Now also, this doesn't always just have to be about something that someone else did, right? So in this deck, it's actually representatory of the intense mental construct, right, of this actual matter, of the matter at hand, right? Oh, it's 12-12. So finally, this mental, this game, right? Finally, this mentally draining game is almost done. We're almost there. We've almost reached there. Okay, the region of the sun. Okay, we are shining light on all of the things that needed light shined on them, right? We're illuminating all of the darkness, all of the parasitic things. We're illuminating all of them. Sorry, you guys can't even see me. We're illuminating all of them. I'm all literally as I'm speaking about illumination. Illumination. So you're illuminating these things. You're illuminating the lies, the secrets, the deceit, the hiddenness, right? And you're saying, you know what? You know what makes me happy? You know what brings me joy? To be able to put the fire, to be able to bring a light, to be able to bring clarity, to understand that I'm done. I don't want to do that cycle anymore. Actually, I'm not going to start a new cycle over with that old energy. And it's like, I've almost reached that point. See how she's upside down? The cycle hasn't completed or started, okay? It's like in hangman position. It's like we're almost there. We're almost there. Hold on, collective. We're almost there, okay? Mary, the Queen of Angels, okay? This is the 3, that's the High Priestess, I think, right? No, 2 is the High Priestess. The Empress. 3 is the Empress. Duh. So then this is the Empress, right? So the thing that we've been working on, the thing we've been manifesting, the thing that we've been working on, gestating, this new idea, this new conception, this new love, this new project, this new relationship, this new whatever it is, right? Wherever this, it's the Empress energy, right? So it's like, stay focused on this, right? Stay focused on the goal at hand. Stay focused on this, because we're almost there, right? We're almost there. Now, Source knows, you know, I asked, why is the world upside down, okay? Because the 9 of Wands. Because we're a bit of the wounded warriors, because we're fucking tired. It's been a long fight, right? It's been a long fight, and there's been a lot of work, okay? The 8 of Pentacles. We've had a lot of work to do. We've learned a lot of lessons. We are no longer in this apprentice state, but we are still in an everlasting and infinite state of learning, okay? The 10 of Swords. But what we have learned, the most important thing which we have learned, is who is and who isn't, where death is needed and where rebirth can happen, okay? We don't sit there and wait for more bad things to happen. We don't sit there and wait for more depression. We don't sit there and wait for more people to feel bad about themselves. We don't. We see everyone who tried to stab a sword in our back, and we say, damn, that took some work. So for many of you guys, it's not all the way complete, but we are almost there, okay? We're almost there. Here's some more clarification. Yeah, we're basically uncovering, like, there's been a lot of illusion, a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of bullshit that's been happening. There's been a lot of things that are secret that are being unearthed. For many of you guys, this can be this new era, right? This new earth. But this is a lot of old, I'm feeling a lot of old, yeah. Jeremiah, the herald of judgment, again, you guys. And the 5 of coins again, yeah. So these people did not good actions, yeah. Some other people did not good actions. I think they could have been in these groups where they were doing something rather dark and more deceptive, and that's why the moon and the illusionary has been turned upside down, because all of this has now been brought to light. It's being brought to light. See how she's sparkling the stars? Everybody's wishes and dreams and hopes and life force energy that all these dark ass people have been sucking away that didn't belong to them is now coming back to them. We have Jeremiah, the herald of judgment, right? So he's like, I'm about to blow this trumpet. You guys blew it, and I'm gonna blow it. Boom. Blow your eardrums out. The 5 of diamonds is the 5 of coins. So you abandon your action. You abandon the mission. They abandon the mission, the soul's mission that the divine gave them. And because they've abandoned the mission, okay, and it was the action of caring for this feminine, because they abandoned the mission, now they have this judgment, and now they have the brachial, the lightning of God, right? And this is like the tower. So lightning could be specific. I was seeing a lot of lightning last night. Yeah, somebody thought that they could win. They thought that they were one up, 5 of swords in reverse, but they're not. Look at that. Metatron. Champion of angels. He is like stomping the demon's head down. Look at, he's got this, what do you call it? The scales right there. So let's read about, so for many of you guys, Archangel Michael, when you need help or protection, that is who you call upon, okay? Archangel Michael, he is the champion of justice, okay? He is, Libra energy, but it's basically like divine balance. So, like Metatron, it's so funny, I call him Metatron, so call on Metatron as well. That could be important for some of you guys. Like Metatron, Michael towers in statue over other angels. He is one of the holy seven who stand before God. He is the celestial hero and an invincible warrior who leads the armies of God to vanquish the forces of evil. He is the most brilliant angel and one of the foremost jewels in the crown of God. The Catholic Church gives him the highest rank among all angels, calling him Prince of the Heavenly Hosts. He is the angel of righteousness, justice, allegiance, and fidelity. Doesn't obviously run with the name. Michael wages an eternal and tireless battle against evil, with his arch foe being Lucifer, Satan. His protection and assistance have been called for in prayers for millennia, and churches have been erected in his honor. Sounds gay to me. In thanks for victories, the Roman Emperor Constantine, a convert to Christianity, built a magnificent church called the Michaelion near Constantinople in gratitude for Michael's protection in wars. Did you hear what I just heard? Constantine is the one that rewrote the Bible to really like write in the patriarch, to scare people, to create fear and all this stuff into the Bible. Like, did you hear what I just said? The Roman Emperor Constantine, a convert to Christianity, built a magnificent church called the Michaelion near Constantinople in gratitude for his protection in wars. So I wonder if that's not one of the first temples that was built on top of the Isis temples. So something you should understand is Mother Earth, Mother Ocean, Father Sky, right? So the warriors, the protectors, things like this are supposed to actually kind of be in a more ethereal state, right? There's also, of course, earth angels and such. But the feminine is like Gaia. This is the feminine energy, right? So, interesting. The man praised the man. He was obsessed. He was probably gay. Men don't defend men over women unless they're gay. That's just reality. In Revelation, Michael led the Armageddon battle and binds Satan and throws him into a fiery pit where he will remain in prison for 1,000 years. Michael shares with Raphael his healing arts. Michael is credited with vanquishing pestilence in Rome in the 5th century and has also been credited with creating healing springs around the world. Like the Greek god Hermes, Michael also serves as Satrapum, weighing the souls of the dead and leading the saved to heaven, to the holy light. He is at every deathbed as assisting the transition and guarding the soul against the final onslaughts of the lions of darkness. Did it just say that he's death? He is at every deathbed. in my garden. Oh, oh, oh. What the fuck? In my garden. Oh. So, he is at every deathbed, assisting the transition and guarding the soul against the final onslaughts of the lions of darkness. Michael took over the title, the Prince of Light, once held by Lucifer. Interesting, it's getting deeper. Let's keep going. Who became identified with Satan. So why did Michael take Satan's name, and why do they just let that happen? Like, what? What kind of fucking cock battle is this? As the Prince of Darkness, so he became Satan, the Prince of Darkness. Satan is the shadow of Michael. So he's a fucking Gemini. Right? The twin? I would guess, right? I don't know. He is the shadow of Michael. This is a macrocosm of the microcosm of the individual self. Our good self that stands in the light of our repressed self that lies buried in the shadows. The fight Michael wages is the struggle between good and evil that goes on within every soul. He is often depicted stepping on Satan with a sword and scales in hand. This image is based on Revelation, in which he vanquishes the dragon of evil. His sword is a symbol of victory. His scales represent truth and justice. Truth is invincible. Set yourself on the path to truth. Set yourself on the path to truth, and no obstacles can stand in your way. He reminds you that you have powerful forces that can come to your aid anytime you are in need. These might be within yourself, or they might come in the form of help from another who offers the protective energy. Keep your ideas high, be honest and fair. Swords must be used just judiciously. Justice is a balance, a careful weighing out. Notice that though Satan is down, he is not out. Michael does not slay the dragon, but subdues him. Together, they form a whole and cannot destroy one another without destroying themselves. So they are one and the same. So this is, again, learning to shadow dance, learning to dance with the demons. Interesting, you guys. Interesting. I feel he has like this, a bit of a Mars energy to him. You have any more messages for us today? There is an air sign. I'm sensing strong air sign that are either trying to take the collective down or something, like maybe it's coming back to them. For many of you guys, people that were putting energy out towards you, it's backfiring. Yeah, the angel of fate. You guys, I literally can't make this up. The angel of fate. So anyways, yeah, people are doing that, yeah. So all of the secrets, they may have been hiding a lot of secrets, and those are all now coming to light. They're going to get unturned. For many of them, they're wondering if you're going to hold on to their secret for them, or if you guys can move forward, if you can keep that secret from them, for them, and move forward. Is that what I just fucking saw? The Lady of Diamond in reverse. Yeah, that was a very slow offer. With the Lady of Swords, the Lady of Spades to follow. With the Queen of Hearts. So Queen of Hearts knows. Queen of Hearts knows. Queen of Hearts is like, no. You're not going to trap me in your mental construct. I've healed that, okay? I've healed that. For many of you guys, if you've made it this far through the Angel of Wilderness, if you made it this far through retrograde, then something that you should know is if you haven't had some psychopathic serial killer ex return, excuse me, I know it's really gross, but if you haven't had the person or the people, anybody return, then congratulations. We passed the test. We finished that karmic lesson. Yay! Yay! Good job. Good job. High five. Amazing. That's what I want. More of. But I'll take money. I'll take that happy ending. I'll take that abundance. I'll take it. Let's go. Let's go. For some of them, they may be put out. The Angel of Wilderness. Orphan. Who is that? The Hermit. For some of them, they may have been hiding. For many of them, they can be hiding that they have this, can I say it? They can be hiding that they worked really hard for all this money, and for some of them, they can want to hide that, like still make it look like they have to work a lot, so they don't have to be around all the time, but so they don't feel like they're abandoning you, but they already did all of the work that they needed to do. They don't need to hold on to that. They can let go of it. The world. They can say, I don't need to hold on. I don't need to be, maybe they have a little bit of a, maybe they're a little bit addicted to their work. Yeah, addicted to making money or to working. But what they're saying here is they don't ever want you to feel abandoned, collective. And they're going to do the action. If that means they have to let go of money or work or something like this, then they will. Then they will. Because you're their world. You're their whole everything. Temperance, the angel of time. They knew that it just took a lot of time, you know. But they don't want you to be in this state of instability. So for many of you guys, you can be coming into union really quickly. Raphael, the angel of healing. Yeah. You may have healed this. Amazing. And now the angel of the star of love. You guys. But who is this? The star. Yeah, that's their dream. Their dream is actually to help you heal. That was their dream. For many of them, they've worked to help you heal, and they're willing to give you the world. For some of you, they've traveled the world trying to heal the lack that they feel from missing you. And no amount of healing or false love, like no amount of trying to fill this void can bring them satisfaction or satiation. Like, yeah. They feel that you are their fate, that you are their fortune. For many of you, they may have a fortune that they want to come and bring to you, okay? They want to bet on you, but they needed to know that there's no third parties. They needed to know this. They needed you to know this. They need you to know that we have the King and the Queen of Hearts here now. They needed you to know that even though they're in this King of Hearts energy of maybe they don't share their feelings, maybe they haven't expressed their feelings before. For many of you guys, this can come as a really big surprise because you're not expecting this particular person to express this depth of love and affection in this song. So long, I've been waiting to give it to you. Yeah, the Queen of Angels. Yeah, the Empress. They see you as this. So they don't want you to have to give any more to anything. You've given enough, and the reciprocity is coming back. It's coming back to you. They want to take care of you. Whatever it takes. For some of them, I'm hearing they want you to... They want to be your steadfast knight. They want you to give them orders. Really? Give them orders? Give them orders or directions? They want you to be honest. They don't want you to... This isn't like lying. It's like they don't want you to... Come on, brain. Come up with the words. They don't want you to ever have to say that you need to go without or that you don't deserve. Does that make sense? So like, let's say someone's like, oh, we want to do this. And you're like, oh, that's cool, but that costs a lot of money. Like I have to choose this over that, right? They don't want this to be a thing anymore. They don't want there to be, well, first of all, they don't want there to be any secrets between the two of you. But that's what they're saying is they don't want you to hold back on your needs, on how that looks, right? How we show up in a better state of communication. Okay, interesting, guys. Any questions? Any valid questions? If you do have a question, type it in caps locks so I can read it. This deck is really old, so. More of this deck? No? Okay. So let's go over here to, yeah, the Angel of Healing. Okay. So you guys have done a lot of healing. They have probably done a lot of healing. This one and this one. They want me to do this one. They wanted me to use this one days ago. Yeah, you're getting out of this Nine of Energies. We're getting out of this. We're getting out of this phase, like no longer in this devastation or overthinking or nightmares or wondering what's going on, right? We're out of this phase and we're on this phase, the star, the wish, the hope, the dream, the faith, right? Don't entertain the things that torment you. Don't. If it's stressing you out and tormenting you, then stop to entertain it. Just as simple as that. Can't play tennis on a tennis court with one person, one racket. So if you drop the racket and walk away, game over. Look at this, you guys, the Four of Wands. 1111 energy right here. It's the gateway, right? Where it's the gateway to this new level of consciousness. It's the gateway, it's the bridge, okay? Gate, bridge, the same difference, right? It's the point between, right? It's the point that we're going through, going over, going through. So interesting. That's just another bit of like wordplay, you know? You have to go through it, right? You can't go around it, you know, you have to go through it. So, messages for the collective. So where you once may have thought there was a missed opportunity, okay? Four of Cups. See how he's not now missing that opportunity that the universe was offering him? See how he's like, this is my soul's calling. This is my soul's mission. I see this cup. I see this beautiful offering. Okay? I'm not going to miss it this time. This is very indicative of this time right now, you guys, and this retrograde energy, right? This 1111, this retrograde energy. It's about reassessing, re-examining, restarting things maybe that need to be started, or you know, what's the word I'm thinking about? For some, it can be reconcile. For some, it can be over, the 10 of Wands. But it's about re-examination, right? Where a lot of words that start with re is basically like the energy of the retrograde. So it's not about planting all of these new seeds right now, okay? This energy right now, Scorpio, and with the retrograde and just this end of the year energy as we're coming in, is more about, not about all these new paths, right? It's not about this Two of Wands. It's not about finding all of these new paths, okay? It's about making the decision on what you do and don't want to continue to allow. So even if you haven't, so let's say, right, Two of Wands, okay? There's the red pill and the blue pill, right? The red door and the blue door, right? So let's say you have two options, right? You have this option, you can be with somebody or you can be single, let's just say. I'm just saying that because I see the 9 of Coins over here, okay? So let's say you have these two options. Neither option is right or wrong. It's just going to become part of your path. That's it. It's your choice. But the point is we're not here making a new decision, right? We're revisiting a decision, a circumstance, a job, a relationship, an encounter, people, persons, work, thing, whatever. We're re-examining, we're revisiting, we're re-evaluating, right? That's where we're at. So it's not about looking for all these new paths and peoples and whatever. It's not about that. It's about, did you decide? Did you decide which door you're going through? Because you can't, not quite yet, split yourself and go through both doors, you know? Not in this density anyways. So, oh, sounds like there's a storm a brewing. So anyways, you have to be decisive to some extent, okay? But not too decisive, okay? Like, see what's being brought up. We talked about this yesterday on the live feed. See what's being brought up. So when you think about people, when your exes or whatever, let's say someone messages or calls, does it mean you have to respond? You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's good to respond and say, what is this person bringing up for me? Is it bringing up frustration? Is it bringing, excuse me, is it making me feel sick? Is it bringing up stress? Is it making me laugh? Is it reminding me of a good memory or of a bad memory, right? And what I like to do is I like to kind of hone in on that and say, why is this memory, why is this person, why is this thing re-entering? And it's generally 1 to 3 things, mostly speaking. okay? Number one, it's re-entering because you didn't learn the lesson yet, and you're repeating the same lesson, okay? You're in this fucking loop, okay? You gotta find the pattern recognition and then do the pattern disrupt, okay? I work with people. I do sessions, guys. I actually do private energetic healing and energy sessions, if you guys didn't know. So, pattern recognition and then pattern disrupt, which helps us to figure out these old programs that are consciously running without our awareness and tap into these other subconscious ones and wipe the conscious ones that are no good for us and reprogram with the subconscious ones. So anyways, that's something I do. But yeah, you don't want to get stuck in the loop, right? You want to figure out where the pattern is and you want to figure out where you're going. And so that's the energy of where we are right now. So for some, this person is like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to come into union. This can be with yourself. This can be with somebody else, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm really feeling that it's like a divine union. And the Two of Wands. So the Four of Cups, so he's seeing it. He's now seeing the offering from the universe, and he's like, you know what? I see it. I don't want to miss it. I know which door to go through, right? And it's not door number 1 or door number 2. It's door number 4. He had to go on some other fucking side quest to get back to it. It's like, damn, I wonder if it was that big door at the front. Maybe we should go check it out and see what's there, right? So anyways. So the path is like, yeah, you decide what you want, right? You decide what you want. You say, I want to have this kind of business. I want to start this kind of business. I don't want to have this kind of life anymore. I do want to live here. I don't want to live there. I do want to be single. I don't want to be with somebody, or whatever it is, right? Like, if you want to be married, if you want to have children, if you want to have a house, if you want to travel or adventure, if you would rather post up, whatever, like, you need to know. That's what the Two of Wands is decide. Decide when you open the door, okay? Behind the door, whichever door you choose. When you open that door to your new life, right? In this state of manifestation, what if there was nothing, if there's nothing that was bothering you, there's no person, maybe even no family, no financial, like nothing, what would it be? What would you want to do? Okay? What would your offering to the world be that brings you love, right? Where you can share your love and your passion, but also share it to inspire people outwardly. Okay? For many of you guys, this person is wanting to, they're wanting to extend an offering of love. 5, 6, 7, 8 of coins, 8 of pentacles, okay? They have been working on something. They have been working on something. They're still working on something. They're working on something. They've been working on something, the moon. Now there is strong Cancer energy here. It doesn't have to be. Also Pisces. Also fire signs, because all the wands. They're working on something that they're keeping a secret or a surprise, or they're keeping it hidden. They're keeping it hidden because they're afraid that this other person, or maybe a younger fire sign, or somebody younger that may share the same passion or something as collective. He's hiding whatever this thing is because he wants to, the 5 of Swords, he wants to beat them out. So, yeah, he wants to become victorious, okay? 6 of Wands. But the Page of Wands, yeah. But the Page of Wands is also sitting here in front of these 4 wands, okay? So he's either in front or back of the 4 wands, right? So is he on, which side of the union is he on? That's the real question. Or is he going for it himself? Is there a secondary, what's going on here? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a younger fire sign. The Page is just a juvenile energy. Does that make sense? So it can just be someone that acts very childish or immature. It doesn't have to be someone that is physically by age younger, right? It's someone that hasn't balanced their shit out. Temperance is unbalanced. Faith, okay, so the Hierophant. They've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of study, okay? They've done a lot of study and put a lot of energy and a lot of work, okay? Probably a lot of prayer, a lot of energy that has gone into it. They've had to do a lot of work. They may have had a bit of an attitude problem. I don't just mean attitude problem, like anger. Maybe a bit of an anger or an aggressive problem. Emperor, so yeah, again, this energy with the 6 of Wands, it's very Aries energy. It's this very fiery energy. Queen of Cups. They had to get to this Emperor energy, okay? And your faith in them. Your faith in them coming through, collective. Your faith and the commitment and their ability to commit to become this Emperor. Your belief in them. When nobody else was protecting or holding on to them is what really activated them. That's what started this death and this rebirth, okay? That's what really woke them up when they realized maybe a lot of what you were saying had been true, that some of the people or the things that they were protecting were not. And these things are now coming to an end. For some of this can be people that they had some type of business or something with that lost that money. They may have lost the investment. For some, these people that could have made a bad investment or could have been stealing, taking some of the money from the business, some of them can be dying or can have died. Okay, also. Palace of Coins. Now, for some of you guys, you will be leaving a specific house or area, okay? For many of them, they were trying to maybe unalive you, trying to take your finances and to take your security, your home security. Yeah, they wanted to take that from you. But the 3 of Swords is in reverse, you guys. So you guys have mastered that. You basically have mastered this lesson. You're not letting people that aren't happy with themselves rain on your parade, come in and make you unhappy, that make you have to hide and make you not be able to share your gifts and your love with the world. Yeah, they don't want you to have this love. Okay, for many of you guys, this other person, this karmic, okay, for many of you guys, this other person can be literally doing everything they possibly can to block the union. Can you give us more information about that, please? I have to have the other deck. Okay. That's why the Wizard of Awareness came out, huh? He wanted us to be more aware of everything that was going on. So, why is one trying to block the union? For what reason? Defensive? Defending? Okay. I need some more cards, please. Oh, for some of you guys, because this person wants to defend you. This person wants to protect you against these people. He doesn't want you to feel abandoned. He's trying to help you. Maybe you helped him heal some of his inner child wounding, and now he's trying to do that. We have the Seven of Wands, which is like protection or defense, and then we have the Knight of Chalices, okay, the Knight of Cups. So someone wants to come in and make this offering of love, but they're not sure, okay? For some of you, they are defending you, okay? But they're also being defensive about making this offering some reason because they don't want you to potentially abandon them. And they're wondering how to offer you this right offering because they want to give you this Ten of Pentacles, okay? Like I said before, many of you guys, many of them are very well off, way more well off than they admit to, than they want to admit to. And so they're being defensive of this. They're being defensive because they want to know if you would abandon them if they had nothing. If you're getting with them because of this. They're wondering if offering this, they're wondering if offering that is the right decision or not. They're wondering, they're tiptoeing. The Six of Cups. So this is someone that you've known, that's known you, that you've known before. This can be past life. This can be past lover, whatever. Take it for how it resonates. They were hiding it from you. For some of you, many of them can be hiding another woman or a baby. That's what they were lying about. That's what they don't. That's what they don't want to deal with, or maybe they didn't want to tell you. They've been working on it. For some of you, maybe that's what they're afraid. They may need to take care of the other child. And they don't know if you're going to be willing to be the stability for somebody else's child. They don't know if you'll treat them like your own. Or if they're going to miss their opportunity because they want to bring everyone along. Again, this Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is someone, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, doesn't have to be female or male. It's just the energy of the card, okay? This person is been working a really long time to come into union with you, to confess their love. For many of you, they want to offer you to become your new family. They want to start a family. They want to get rid of some of the old mental that you had, maybe around family. Yeah, I keep seeing the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like moving out of this energy, yeah. And the Ten of Cups. And they know it's taken a long time, the Knight of Coins. They know it's taken a really long time. But everybody had to get out of this mental construct, this stuck space. We had to heal that, okay? For some, it can be how we deal with healing things can be different, right? Some of us may need to completely break down like the tower. Some of us may be able to just like clean slate and start over, you know? There's a storm a-coming. It's different for everybody. They're afraid you're gonna walk away. Why? Because you have another opportunity that might be better. Another opportunity that might be better? Because you're going to know which one is better. You may be able, you have the High Priestess energy. You may be able to see through some of that stuff. What I'm seeing here, though, is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Justice in reverse and Temperance upright, okay? With the Hangman upright. So what this tells me is that, and the Four of Swords in reverse. So what this tells me is that with the One of Swords, okay. So what this tells me is that feminine understands that there is still, they don't want to be so intense about it, okay? They don't want to bring down the rules. They want to figure out how to be balanced about it, right? They want to hold you. They want to hang on. They want to figure it out, okay? They understand that everybody doesn't come fully healed. This is an ongoing, life-going process, a never-ending process. As long as you're alive, you're doing healing work. But they want to take the action, okay? And if the action means that they have to hang on to support you, or if it means you're not all the way in your magic yet, but you're almost there, you know, then she wants to be the stability. I mean, if divine union is happening, right? If you guys are mirroring each other, look at it like this. Masculine is stability, right? Safety, stability, grounding, protection. So feminine multiplies whatever masculine gives to her. So if masculine provides the safety, the love, the adoration, the protection, then feminine returns that to him tenfold. It doesn't go without. I mean, if people be out there doing that shit, that's fucked up. But I'm about equal energetic exchange, right? Our time is our most precious asset. And we've worked very hard to get this time off, or to get this time together, right? We've done it. And we're done crying, and we're done being sad, and we're ready for this cup of love. Yes, this chalice. To get out of this mental construct. To stop moving slow. To stop being defensive. To stop taking little actions. Stop crying over spilt milk and broken hearts. And enter the Emperor. And the Lover. Again. For many of you guys, it can be a same sex. Yeah. And receiving. You're receiving. It's like this rebirth. This birth after this death. So far away, you guys can't see. This rebirth. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to hear, eh? Hey, that's what we like to hear. Sounds right lovely to me. Took a long time and a lot of work to get here, guys, but we made it. The Temperance with the Ten of Wands and the Lovers again. So, it took work. It took work to do all the work to get into balance. And what I'm hearing very strongly is, you know, the divine union has been about this other person, right? That gives you this Ace of Wands energy, this passion, this spark, this fire under your ass to be like, I don't know why I have all these dreams or why I have to follow them or whatever, but I know it. I know it, and I got to do it. And it's like, am I doing it for this other person? I don't know. I don't know, but like it feels like it, but like also like I'm just bettering myself, like supposedly for this other person. but like not for myself. And like that's what the actual divine union is, right? Is each person is pushing each person, the other person, they're pushing one another, and hopefully in a supportive way, to become the best versions of themselves. And that's when you know it's the divine union, right? Because they make it's like, it's so fucking strange, you guys. Like every time I was like around my twin, I felt like I had to do all this shit. Like I have so much shit to do. No, I mean, like I got a lot of stuff to do before we, you know. And it was this ongoing feeling forever. And so every time I saw it, I was like, oh shit, like I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do like I felt not like, I won't say like I wasn't enough or wasn't accomplished enough. It was like, oh, I have to get all this shit in order so we can be good, so we don't have to do this anymore, so we can just have our time together. It's like this innate knowing of as soon as you get together, that it's like this is the focal point of everything, is like this connectivity. And there is something kind of fun about being farther along in the journey, and being older, right? There is something fun about that, because it's like, oh, cool, right? Like the availability to have somebody come in that's just ready to relax and spend the rest of their time together is such a reality, you know? When you're 20, 30 years old, like that's not a fucking reality. You're working yourself to death. Yeah, you got to figure out what your calling is, what your job is. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out how to balance all these things, and like, to be an adult, to know what you want, and to have created a business and space and time for you to be able to do that wherever, and be able to spend the time to enjoy your life with somebody, to share it. That's beautiful. Like that's beautiful. Like, people ask me all the time, why don't you go here and why don't you go there? I'm just like, but you live in paradise. And it's like, yeah, but paradise got really boring. Like, not boring, but it got a bit sad, like to always go see all these beautiful, like epic places instead of like to do all that by yourself is like, it feels good. You're just like, yeah, I'm dating myself, but it's also like kind of sad girl shit, you know? Like, then you just get harassed by these people and you're just like, damn, I just want to sit here and talk, like enjoy, like look at this view with somebody and like describe how it makes me feel, you know? So anyways, okay guys, yeah, just stay out of this mental construct. The rain started. The rain came crumbling down. You guys hear that? It's super loud. Woo! I always felt like these guys come in on a storm. Let's go. What's that song? Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this place we're thrown. Into this world we're born. Like a I don't know the way. Riders on the storm. It's really intense. That's really intense, you guys. So anyways, I will leave you with this beautiful little message. I wish I would have got that pumpkin last night. It would be some pumpkin bread or some pumpkin soup. It would be super nice in this rainy weather. God damn it. Love you. Thanks for the water. Thanks for the water. We love you. I'm going to put my bowl with my crystals outside, you guys. I love you as always. Infinite blessings, love, and light. If you like what I'm doing here, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to schedule a personal private reading or type of session, or you're interested in what those are, you have to email me. And the information is in the information box below if you would like to donate. I think there's a link to my PayPal and my Gibson Go. And what else is down there? I added my other Instagram, so if you want to see some of my other art and things that I do or have done, that's also in the information box below. As always, you got this, you're doing great, I'm proud of you, keep going, I love you, and ciao for meow. So we out.